Hello, how are we doing this fine afternoon? I decided that it was finally time for me to make a video and cash in on that Christmas CPM. A little while ago, I made a video where I became a sugar baby, and it did pretty good. And in that video, without giving you any real spoilers, because it would be quite nice if you gave it a watch, I realised that some of the sugar daddies on this site just seemed like a little bit fishy. There was just something a little bit off. And so it raised questions to me about the legitimacy of the people on the site in the first place. For example, you can find men on there who say their net worth is over £1 billion. Is anyone checking this? Does Seeking just have someone that sits somewhere in a back room just going through the tax returns of all the rich people? As far as I could tell, there were no checks. In fact, when I signed up as a sugar baby, the only thing the site actually did to verify who I actually was to reverse image search my pictures, which for those of you who aren't as familiar with high-tech lingo as myself, just means that they take the image and they reverse search it, and it'll tell you when that image first appeared. So for example, if you tried to choose a picture of Shakira and said it was yourself, they would quite quickly ask you to send in your ID because you're not Shakira. I guess you could say those hips do lie. So I figured if there were that little checks on me becoming a sugar baby, there must be very little checks on those becoming sugar daddies. I said that if that video got a certain amount of likes, I would do a follow-up where I became a sugar mama, sugar mummy, sugar woman? How does one address it? Is it sugar mama? Mommy? Sugar mum? Sugar mum. Because sugar daddy sounds kinky. It sounds fun, it sounds fruity fresh. Sugar mummy just sounds like a really considerate mother. The kind that's gonna let you watch cartoons when you come home from school, rather than an older woman that's gonna pay you money for oral. What if you have both a sugar mummy and a sugar daddy? What do you call that? Do you call them your glucose guardians? Or just good old-fashioned co-parenting? So anyhow, because we hit the like goal on the previous video that I will leave in the description and also in the pinned comment if you want to check it out, we are going today to investigate. That was too many twos. I'm gonna become a sugar mummy. I'm gonna find out if they actually verify if I am who I say I am, or if I can say that I earn as much YouTube cash as the sidemen. I do apologise for the fact the light keeps changing. For some reason I decided to film this whilst the sun was setting. Just pretend that we're on a nice sunset date, and as the sun falls, we fall deeper and deeper in love. Except you're not actually here, and I'm signing up to a website where I pay people to spend time with me. Right, okay, here we go. I am a woman. I'm a sugar mommy. Mommy. That's such an ugly word. Americans, why did you make that word? I'm interested in both men and women. My date of birth. I'm gonna put in my real birthday because part of me wants to pretend that this is real and that I have enough money to become a sugar mummy. Oh, I'm so excited. Terms of use. Just say yes to this if this says that you're not allowed to lie. I would like to claim, under penalty of fraud, that I'm a resident of a country that is part of the European Union. Brexit has left the chat. Stay safe, don't use your real name. Okay, I would like to address something here. In the last video, I made a joke about someone who chose the name Jafar. A lot of people decided to tell me that Jafar is in fact a real name. I know this, but that name is not that common in countries within the European Union, right? I have never actually met anyone with the name of Jafar. My only experience with that name, that will be the same with most of the people on this site, is through Aladdin, whereby Jafar is the bad guy. He tries to force a child to marry him. Now, given the context that you're not supposed to put your real name, why would you choose the username Jafar? Just like giant red flags everywhere. So we're gonna go with a really incognito username. Someone's already taken my username. Furious. Good choice for a username. Choose a picture that you would like to be a photo. No nudity. I think this one that I used for a thumbnail is excellent. I think it really shows a lot of dynamic range. This was gonna be the thumbnail for my Heelys video, by the way, which none of you watched. Now, I'm not bitter. Definitely am bitter. But why did you guys have to choose the one time I had a sponsored video to just decide you hate my content? That poor sponsor just literally just hates me now. I would like to issue a formal apology to sift. If you guys would like to, you know, help me, please go watch that video. I'm not going to tell you what sift is or what it does because that ruins the surprise. But if you guys would like to make enough money to become a sugar mummy or a sugar daddy, you should download Sift. That would make you really cool. And I'm not just saying that because I need the views. So anyway, we're going to use this photo. I look great. So already what we know from that is that seeking lies to you. I am from London because that is the only place that people outside of the UK knows exists. I am 175 centimeters. I would say I am athletic. Oh, it let me select that one. More proof that seeking arrangement lets you lie. I am definitely white. That is not even up for debate. What is your level of education? Well, I'm a YouTuber, so we can naturally assume that I don't have any. Let's just put high school as that's the lowest we can go. Are you currently in a relationship? And here we see again my favorite option from the last video. My relationship status is married, but looking. Do you have any children? No. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink? I would say that I'm a social drinker. You can often catch me getting turnt on the weekends on my own. Here is the fun part, right? So they're asking me about my finances, and this is obviously different to the sugar baby bit, and they're asking me my net worth. We've got options, guys. 60,000, 150,000, 300,000, 475,000, 600,000, 1.2 million, 3 million, 6 million, 30 million, 60 million, or more than 60 million. Am I the only one that finds the intervals at which they are selecting these finances a bit odd? 150,000 fine, 300,000 fine, but 475, 600, they're weird numbers. Why wouldn't you just go for 500,000 and then 750 and then 1 million? Why do we go to 1.2 million? Why is 60 million? Why not 50 million? You know, these just seem like really unnatural intervals. I know that's a stupid thing to pick up on, but they just seem like really weird intervals to me. So I'm gonna say my net worth is more than 60 million, which is true. I mean, have you seen the Ellbat social blade recently? Off the charts. My annual income, absolute stacks of cash. It's the channel's blowing up. Again, so annual income, again, they've got really weird intervals. 62,000 to 7, I can't read numbers, apparently. We're gonna try again, but my lack of education is really jumping out here. 62 to 77, 500. What? Why? Reading numbers is very difficult for me, apparently. So yeah, you can just look at these. I'm really sorry if you're blind and you can't look at these, but essentially they're just like picking out random numbers. They're not using like 50K, 100K. They're using like 62K and then 93K, which is just bizarre. Sorry about that, I can't read, so I can't do that. I'm just gonna say that I earn more than £620,000 a year, as that's the highest annual income that I can put. So this next bit here is just about what you're seeking, which I'm really not interested in at all. So I'm just gonna choose the ones that they've already set out. Describe what you're seeking. Someone fun. Hee hee. I feel like the hee hee just, it's cute, it's playful, it's non-threatening, everything that I am. Bearing in mind how sweet and non-threatening I in fact am, if you would like to take this time, you know, consider potentially subscribing to the YouTube channel. And when I say the YouTube channel, I mean my YouTube channel. Although feel free to subscribe to another YouTube channel. But I'm mainly talking about mine. You know, we have fun here. We do. Let me know in the comments if this really non-threatening, polite call to action got you to in fact turn that little red button grey. And if not, I will work on a more threatening approach for the next video. Okay, for heading, looking for someone, oh god, I can't spell, fun, hee hee, about me. Tell attractive members a bit about yourself. Yeah, no, we're not talking to the ugly ones here. We only wanna, we wanna only address the attractive members. Fuck the ugly ones. Hello, attractive members. I am a fun and fruity lover. Hello, attractive members. You know, I thought I'd just slide that in there. Just to warn the ugly people. This is not for you. I'm a fun and fruity lover. True. Looking for something casual. Happy to help you out. Finish! Oh, I'm done. Verified email is required to message members. Send a verification email. Okay. And now they want to show me their attractive members. That's literally it. I have an account now. That's it. I'm done. I'm a sugar mummy. There was no verification process at all to make sure that I am who I say I am or that I have this amount of money. In reality, most of the sugar daddies and sugar mummies on this site are probably just YouTubers in disguise, trying to catfish each other for content. To clarify, their verification process is that there isn't a verification process. The whole business model relies on rich older people financially supporting or coming up with financial arrangements for younger people, right? If you are not verifying that these older people actually have some form of financial security and can actually legitimately come up with these arrangements that people are seeking, how are you still in business? With no verification process, all Seeking is a bunch of really desperate young people trying to find ways to better financially support themselves, and people who may not have any financial security or any intentions of giving people any financial benefits, pretending that they are in a position to do so and manipulating people who may be quite significantly younger into giving their time and their effort and potentially their company to someone that cannot help them in the way that is advertised on the platform itself. On like a serious note, because I know this is kind of a jokey video, that's ridiculous. The way the site is programmed to work is that, technically speaking, the more attractive people are going to gravitate towards the people who have put down higher net worths and higher annual incomes. Because that's the nature of the site, it's what you want out of the site, so why wouldn't you? People know that, so are going to put their financial information as higher than what it is because they want to have more chance with these more attractive people. Not only is this time-wasting, infuriating, is also potentially dangerous. That's not chill, and I really think that Seeking should probably do more to rectify that, because you can't really advertise a site as a successful site where people find arrangements when you're not actually conducting any checks to the types of people that are on the site. So I think whilst it is basic common sense and everyone, if they are going to join this site, should follow some basic rules, for example, making sure you are over 18 years old, making sure you never meet someone off site without proof of who they are, or bringing someone with you, or making sure it's in public, not talking to them off of Seeking, because Seeking can't protect you if you give someone your phone number, for example, or give them your email, things like that. Those are basic responsibilities that are with the sugar babies themselves, but you would assume that on a specialized site like Seeking Arrangement, they would have verified this. So automatically you have more trust in these people and you have more faith that they are who they say they are because they're using such a legitimate looking website. And you would assume that Seeking has done some of that background research for you. They haven't. Shocker. Just please be aware of sites like this and be aware of people who are trying to lure you into financial arrangements and things like that. Because without proof, they could just be another broke YouTuber. If you like this video, give it a cheeky little thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. It's a free world. You do you, boo. And I'll see you hopefully soon with another video because it's Christmas and thus we all know you must churn out videos, even if they're not good, as fast as possible. Gotta get those Christmas ads in. I wanna give a massive thank you to everyone who's supporting me over on Patreon. You're the best. And a special shout out to Samir Amid for being my highest supporting Patreon. Have a nice day. Enjoy your advent calendar if you celebrate Christmas, and see you later. Bye.
I can't feel my face, no, faking on a Sunday. I can't feel my face, no, faking on a Sunday.